Show. We're on the air at 9 o'clock on every weekday night, taking calls about the Jazz.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome at the pre-match show on Rangers Radio. Aberdeen, Dundee, Rapid Vienna, 3 bad results in a row. Can we pick it up today when Hamilton Accies come calling? On the panel we've got our Fox and we've got James from Knightswood. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Afternoon, Drew.
Good afternoon, Drew. Good afternoon, Jimmy.
Fox, good afternoon.
Would you like to put the team out, Fox, for the benefit of the listeners?
I will do, mate. It's Alan McGregor in goal. It's Tav, Goldson, Macaulay and Barisic. McCrory at defensive midfielder. Jack Narfield in the middle of the park. And a front three of Candeias, Lafferty and Grezda. And on the subs bench we've got Fotheringham, Worrell, Flanagan, Halliday, Koulibaly, young Glenn Middleton and even younger Andy Dallas.
Oh, brilliant. How's that sound to you, Jimmy?
I am alright with that. It's not far for the team that I'd actually written down before we come on air. But it's apart from, obviously I thought he was going to play Fred up front, but hey ho, he's playing Lafferty.
I think he's out today anyway. He's suspended or something, I think.
Yes. That's the second he's two
oh,
games
right. So it is. Aye, so it is. All right.
Wake up, Jimmy. Wake up.
I'm not feeling. I need a drink, Fox. I don't know.
Have one.
I don't know if it's Iron Brew or vodka, but maybe have the both of them in the one glass.
Shandy, vodka shandy, but there you go. Anyway, folks, quite an attacking side. I'm looking at Grezda, Candeias coming back in, and Big Lafferty up front. I think they're going to go looking for goals. The point is, it's been a strange season. We've got Kilmarnock sitting top of the league, and we've had Hearts up there. We've been up there ourselves. It's been changing. A really interesting season. But getting back to our team anyway, really attacking set-up, mate. Fox?
It's probably the most attacking side that we've got that's available to us, True. Lafferty, for me, will need to show a wee bit better than he has done the last couple of appearances. And Grezda coming in for young Middleton, I think that's fair enough. Wee Glenn's had a couple of bad off games. I think the European game, he was a wee bit overawed, if you ask me, but it's about time Grezda showed us what he was worth. He's had a long injury problems, but I think he's had plenty of time to settle in, and hopefully he's new at full fitness. So Candeias is another one who's welcome back today after his missing out in the European game. So let's hope Candeias, Lafferty and Grezda can gaze the goals today.
Hi, Jimmy.
It's basically a team I picked apart for. I wasn't going to play Macaulay today. I thought he didn't have that great a game during the week, but Katic no set the hell on fire. Big Lafferty's got to show what he's got there, because we know that he can put the ball in the net. He knows his way to go. I'm pleased that young Grezda's in as well, and I like Daniel on that wing as well. Young Middleton's had a bit of an up and down time the last few games, so I said a few weeks ago it's time he was rested. But I'm interested in the middle three, Arfield, Jack, McCrory. I think they'll do well. Strong team, Hamilton. They're in defence. They're all big lumps of boys, so that's going to be maybe that's why he's decided that maybe if Fred no playing, obviously I wouldn't have picked Lafferty per se, but obviously that's all we've got. I'd have maybe went for another combination up there, but he's got the height to combat these guys at Hamilton. But we'll see. I'm happy with the team. I'm happy to see young boy Dallas in the squad. Let's see if he maybe gets on and scores a hat trick, because he seems to be quite good at that the last few games he's been playing.
He's got a phenomenal rate, mate. I read somewhere, I think he's got 51 goals in 50 games or something, the boy.
Yep.
So absolutely delighted to see him coming back as well. But I was reading this morning as well, folks, Steven Gerrard says he's not ready for the first team yet. So obviously for me, they're moving him onto the bench to get a bit of experience. I feel like the first team squad, they can't be that far away, mate, eh?
I don't think he's far away, mate. I think it's a big step up for reserve football to the first team. I don't know if he's physically built for it yet, as we've seen with some of the young stars that's come onto the bench. I think it was, what was that wee boy's name that came on the last time it got injured, Jimmy?
Atakai,
aye, and he did look like a wee small boy, you know. Aye. So we'll get a view of Andrew Dallas today, and I'm glad for the young man. As you say, what a scoring record, 51 goals and 50 appearances. So I did also read that Steven Gerrard had said that he isn't ready as well, True, and well, he maybe get a wee run out. So good luck to the young man.
Aye, definitely.
Listen, I don't want to stray too far for the day's match, you know, but there is other news obviously come out. We want to leave as much as possible for Oxford to play with tomorrow night. But Umar Sadiq away, Big Ovie Ajari is away back down to Merseyside, and Carlos Pena is back in Glasgow. Thoughts on that, Jimmy?
Not too bothered. Not really. In a nutshell, is that, I mean, two's already gone, and I can't see the other one pulling a Rangers jersey on again. My only problem for me is recouping the money we paid out for him, and I don't think that's going to happen through. I did see some mixed reactions on different forums and that. Some wouldn't touch on with a bars poll, and some saying, look, there's videos and pictures of him, he's training well and he's looking fit. Should we give him a chance? The blowing his nose on the Rangers shorts has never been confirmed that that's what he was actually doing, so I know the video kind of shows that, but for me, no, I wouldn't have him back. I think he might be a disruption in the team, but if Steven Gerrard picks him through, he'll get my support because he wears the blue.
Good to have, mate, you know, but we've got 3 million invested in him. We're paying him a fortune still every week, you know.
That's what I'm saying.
Gerrard was commenting on that as well with him and Eduardo Herrera. The money they're losing out, apparently he reckons it's holding them back for the reserve building the squad anyway. But there, as I say, I don't want to get into it too much, but any thoughts on it with you, Fox? Take your time, you'll give yourself a bad turn.
Sorry, mate, I was on mute. I was doing a bridge there. I've got to get the feel of the show again. You know?
There's a few things I've got to get the feel of again.
Ajari, I think, is a decent player. Obviously, it looks as though he's no settled in Glasgow. That happens with young players. He's on his way back, so I don't think there's much to comment on that. We don't know the true in and outs of it, but obviously he's away now, and it opens up a space for us to bring in probably another loan signing, so let's see what happens. The boy Sadiq was just a young boy in a 6-foot body to me, mate. That's all he was. And obviously, he'll find his level in the game. He'll go on loan abroad somewhere again. So that's it. As for Pena, I had high hopes like everybody else when he first came to Rangers. The guy's get problems, and good luck to him, mate. You know, I can't see him ever playing for Rangers again. That's only my opinion, right enough.
Well, the thing is, if they want to sell him, you know, he's got to go in the shop one day and dispel this image he's gathered for his sale, this negative image he's gathered for his sale.
Aye.
But, you know, we shall see. Time will tell, as they say, you know, but if he was to come in and give Stevie Gerrard assurances, you know, I think it'd be worth a run anyway. You've invested that money, you've got to take advantage of it anyway. Yep. But going back to the day's game anyway, lads, how do you see Hamilton setting up, Jimmy? Will it be the usual 10 behind the ball?
It'll be 2 banks of 5 as usual. They'll try and hit us on the break, you know, and that's the way Hamilton play. And But I mean, what an incentive for us today. You know, we shouldn't be thinking about what Hamilton are going to do, and we need to get it out of our head about this type of surface we're on the day through. Now, the result that the spoon burners are getting now against the puddle drinkers should lift us. This is our chance here to. I know we've got the spoon burners to play twice before we play the puddle drinkers and that, but let's grasp this today, and let's try and break this down. Because look, we've been up against teams like this all season at Ibrox as well. You know, they come with 2 banks of 5. They don't want to push out unless it's a counter attack. So we need to break this down and score a few goals. I'm going to go for a wee bit, and I've been saying 1-0 in the last few weeks, but I'm the same as Fox, which Fox said last week. We need to go out and beat this team 3 or 4-0 a day. We should be capable of doing that. So if these guys that are there today don't have the incentive to what's happening elsewhere to go out and prove that they can overtake the puddle drinkers at now, then they shouldn't be playing for Rangers. Shouldn't be wearing the blue, mate. So when we go there, they'll play with the 2 banks of 5, hoping to get us on the break, and they're a bit of a kicking team and all. So, but we need to combat that. I'm confident we'll get a result as always.
What about yourself, Fox? You think the same 10 behind the ball, try and hit us in the break, or will I try and press us, put pressure on your defence?
My surprises, mate. They maybe come out and try and see if they can get a goal and have something to defend first. I don't know what they'll do. They usually play a 4-3-3. I don't know that much about Hamilton's team. The only ones I remember are Dougie Emery and the boy Bingham, the boy Miller. That's the only ones I can honestly say that I can remember their names for. I think they've got the worst away defensive record in the league. So we should be if we play to our potential, this should be a stroll for us.
Listen, I appreciate what Jimmy's saying and all there, but it's interesting to hear the attitude, you know. With what happened elsewhere, you know, we should be going out and try. We should be beating Hamilton at Ibrox anyway, lads. Of
course we should, you know. But the thing is, it's look what's happened the last 2 games through. You know, I mean, we had a chance there to stay at the top, and we blew it big time. You know, so this is like the ball's back at our feet again. Ball's in our court, as you say, right? So we've got a chance to rectify what's happened the last 2 games, and get back to the top of the league, and then try and take a bit of momentum for there, because we had this. No, you think about the last 2 games there. That I mean, get into today's game, we should still be top of the league, basically. But obviously we're no. But I can't see. I mean, like Fox, I don't know much about Hamilton. Only what wee bits and bobs I've seen the telly, and obviously what I've seen them when they played us before. I don't think they'll come and attack today. Most teams don't come to Ibrox and attack anyway. So I was getting mixed up there. I thought we were away for home there. Can you believe that?
Aye.
Aye. Oh, but I'm thinking, what am I talking about? I'm talking rubbish. I need a drink, definitely do. No, at Ibrox we should be beating teams like that hands down, you know. So we should be going out there and breaking down that whatever defence that they put up against. But I say the incentive's there for us. They shouldn't let that pass them by. This is a great chance today to beat a rubbish team like Hamilton, especially at Bahrain Place. So let's see how we perform. I'll be interested to see the first 20 minutes how we do go against them. Just go for a jugular.
You're dead right, mate, but these are the games, you know, traditionally, or I'm not saying traditionally, but historically, certainly over the last 4 or 5 years, you know, when we get an opportunity, we fail to take it on so many occasions. You know, and that's got to stop. That mentality's got to stop. There's no point beating any team in the league or some of the bigger teams and then slipping up against the wee ones. We were speaking the other night and I was talking about, you know, you've seen the Dundee performance, for instance, you know, they're throwing everything in front of the ball. Our front players have got to be as determined as their defenders when you're in a situation like that, Fox, eh?
Aye, I agree with you. We lost some stupid goals at times to small sides. I mean, Hamilton, the last couple of away games, they've got St Johnstone knocked 4 past them. Dundee knocked 4 past them. So we should be looking for a similar scoreline against them. I want to see us have a clean sheet today as well. Hopefully we don't give away stupid goals. I mean, there's 66 points still to play for in this league, and we need to start the day and start getting a string of consecutive wins together. It's going to be hard up until the break, mate, but if we're going to do anything in this league, we need to take advantage of results that could possibly happen today, like Hibs beating the Tims, mate. It's been a funny league this year. I think you all agree with teams you would normally expect to see getting beaten have managed to pull out results, and it's happened to every one of those at the top as well. So Rangers should hopefully go on and win by 2 or 3 clear goals today.
But there, you're talking about that, and Fox, you know, you're Kilmarnock sitting at the top of the league, you know. I mean, you've got to give him credit at Steve Clarke. He's done a wonderful job down there, you know. But, you know, that kind of epitomises the league for me, you know. As I say, with it Hearts, we've been up there, you know. Kilmarnock's been up there twice, you know. It's definitely a weird league this year. I don't know about weird, but competitive. I prefer weird, actually. But as I say, going back to the day's game, what kind of result? I'd be happy with a 1-0 today, being honest. I wouldn't be happy with it, but the important thing is we get 3 points in the bag, Fox, eh?
No, I wouldn't. 1-0 is satisfactory, mate, but I wouldn't be happy with it. I hope to God we don't carry some sort of hangover for the European game during the week. Players put quite a bit of effort into that. I just hope they're back to normal today. And with Europe out the way, we need to stride on now. It's too many mistakes we're making, too many changes in the team. I want to see a settled side coming into Rangers' way of playing. Too much chopping, 5 changes here, 6 changes here, there because of Europe. This needs to stop now. I want to see a solid pairing at the back. Alan McGregor needs to know who's playing in front of him every game. Get a wee bit of cohesion between day 3, which is the start of the spine of the side. We've got 2 attacking fullbacks there that need to do their job and link up with the players in front of them. I'm glad to see Grezda and Barisic. I think they could form some sort of partnership the way Candias and Tav do. A wee bit of understanding between the two of them. You've seen with Glenn Middleton, with Barisic just coming up. Him and Middleton weren't they really in tandem, mate, in some of their attacks going forward. I think Grezda and Barisic, who have played together before, should find a wee bit of common ground there and start to play like a pair down the wings as well.
Aye, good point, Fox. You know, we've always been talking, you know, I always feel the Rangers team over the last few years has been a bit lopsided, so it's a good point you make about Barisic and Grezda pairing up. They were together at their old club anyway, you know, so there should be a kind of start to it there, and if you've got Taverner, Candace on the other side, who team up pretty well, it gives the team a good balance, Jimmy, eh?
Yeah, definitely, because that's what we are missing doing that left, especially. You know, and as you said there, True, I mean, these 2 guys played in the same team for a season and a half, you know, so let's see if they can perform a day, you know, doing that left flank. We are being lopsided, you know. We've got Tav and Daniel on the right hand side, but I think that Grezda will come on to a game. I think we've been a wee bit impatient with him. I've certainly have been impatient with him the last few games. I want to see him obviously perform well for us, because I think he's a cracking player, and it's good to see Barisic. Hopefully he comes back to his best again. I'm a wee bit concerned about Katic setting off. I don't know why he's not getting a game, but that will come out in the near future. But aye, definitely good to see Barisic and Grezda doing that left, mate.
Aye, I think you've got a point there, mate. Stephen Gerrard also mentioned he said 2 or 3 are no doing enough. You know, maybe Katic comes into that category. I don't know, but we've been joined by an old pal of mine. Good afternoon, Cairo. How are you?
Hello there. How are you, sir? it's good. I just thought I'd phone in. Fox is giving us far too much optimism, and Black Shadow's no phoned in, so I thought I'd phone in and bring it back to the alley.
Black Adder, you mean?
Black Shadow. How you doing? No, I think today we should hump this team by 2 or 3 goals. I think they have lost goals. It just depends what team turns up. I mean, they're Thursday night. I just felt, they're there for the beating. See if we had somebody there that like a Gaza or a Barry Fair, somebody in the past that, whilst they were good team players, they could also win a game for you. We've nobody like that. We've no presence in the park, we just seem to have that. We don't have that edge, that killer instinct, and that's what beats us, I think.
We don't have a poacher, Cairo.
Well, I think they're a bit of that, and I think they're a bit of, the fact that we've got Morelos up front there, who does really, really well at holding the ball, but we don't have anybody running off him, creating spaces. We've nobody attacking players and baiting 2 and 3 players, taking them on, and creating a space for other players to get through. So, what that ingenuity, they either need somebody that's going to give you killer passes, that's going to have Morelos getting through, or you need somebody that's opening the space up, somebody that's running at players, taking 2 or 3 players on, beating a player so you're drawing somebody else out, and we've nobody like that. So I think it's for me that's what was missing on Thursday night, and I hope today, we got a wee bit, wind in ourselves today and a wee bit confidence, and we really go for it, because I think we should tow this lot today. Yeah. We really should.
That's a result confirmed for Easter Road. Type 2 Terriers 2. Terriers 0. So there's 3 points up. We can take a leap there out of rain.
All right. So it's
and we've got
Terriers light versus 2 and Terriers 0. Oh, good. I like that.
But we've got to take advantages the day. We can't slip up the day. We shouldn't slip up the day. We're taking a team who couldn't buy a goal a wee while back there. They're coming to Ibrox. They're near the bottom of the league. There shouldn't be any excuses as far as I'm concerned, Fox.
Agreed.
No, there better no be a slip up. Surely that's enough, and they're going out onto the park here knowing that a win takes them back to the top of the league, and that should be enough incentive for them.
Jimmy?
That's what I said earlier on, True. It's the incentive of all incentives today, we need to grasp it, spoon burners 2, puddle drinkers 0, and then we're playing at Bahrain Place today. So we need to go and grasp this, because Hamilton are absolute, in a Glasgow word, they're mince. And if we can't beat them, then I'm afraid we need to have a good look at ourselves. Look, 1-0 would be acceptable, grudgingly for me, as long as we get the 3 points. But realistically, we should be going out and taking 3 or 4 off a team like Hamilton. So let's the team go out there today and enjoy and enhance the reputation that we've got at Ibrox, and win the game well, and get into Wednesday's game against the Spoonburners as top of the league. And that would be brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. So Rangers, come on, let's go.
Well said, Nate. Yourself, Cairo, any excuses for the day?
No, absolutely none. They're so teed up for us. It's like the guy having to chip and putt to win the Open here. All we had to do is chip good and putt, and we're in. We've not done that in the past. We just seem to fluff it. We never go on the green. And it's this last year. I mean, their last year at the time, we could have caught them, and we blew it. We blew the 2 games. That was us. This year, I thought we'd have a wee bit more mental fortitude, and we could have taken it through. This might do it for us today, because that's what I think we need to break this glass ceiling where we seem to pull the rug away for ourselves when we have a good chance of moving forward. We're like a greyhound that jibs. We get up there, and then we jib whenever we've got the chance to take it on. And that's what we need to break. We need to break that, because seriously, if we were a greyhound, we'd have been shot ages ago. For having a chance, it's like reading your newspaper, looking to see if your daily record, the daily record, looking at the racing section to see if your horse won, and they get bait at length, and it says it was leading in the last furlong, EC every chance, and then they get bait with a head or something. We seem to jib at the end, and that's we need a presence in the park that takes us through that ceiling. Somebody that's going to just grab the team by the scruff of the neck whenever we are starting, whenever we're not making breakthroughs like we were on Thursday, just to take it, get that wee bit something that great players give you, or good players give you, or good captains give you, or strong team players give you. You know, that wee bit that every team needs, somebody that just takes you on that wee bit further, that wee bit extra that you need. And we've got it in the manager. You know, you've got it in the manager. He had it in spades when he was playing. He's obviously, I think, got it in spades as a manager, but we just don't have it in the park, and it's difficult to get because they players are worth a fortune. I thought Arfield would have gave us a wee bit of that.
Well, we'll see. He's a man a day. It looks to be going to have to be taken up in number 10 shot.
And I think another question for me, and I'm going to watch him close today, is that the Grezda, because we were when we were buying him and what we were hearing about him and when he gets fit, what he's doing in training and all that kind of thing. The guy sounded like, you know, the best player in Croatia, seemingly, or the best player in Albania. He plays in the Albanian team. He was the best player in that team that we bought him off of. He does some great things. I just hope we give him a chance to show it, because wee glimpses you've seen, but I've not seen, you know, you've not seen enough to say, right, this guy is worth something. He's like one of these players, he's maybe trying to, he's not enough airtime, to be fair. But I just hope the day we do see a wee bit, just something to say, hey, if this guy gets airtime, he's going to be really good. I've not seen that yet. I don't know if anybody else has.
Is this a new language you've invented, Cairo? Jibs and airtime? You're confusing me here.
I'm back to shorts. It's all shorts language.
We went round Cairo's world of sport there. We went to the golf, to the dogs, to the racehorse.
I know.
I'm saying that's no Cairo, that's Dickie Davies. It's
as long as it doesn't Mickey Davis, will be all right.
Aye, you're right enough there. No.
I agree with you. True Blue, Arfield will need to do a lot today, I think. He's the man that's going to arrive in the box late and get into space and make sure he gets a few shots away. He's been getting better and better at it as he's played with Rangers. He seems to have more confidence in the first maybe 10 games. I thought he was kind of quiet in his approach to the game, but he'll be pivotal today if we are playing against a 10-man defence. And I agree with Grezda. Grezda's got to show a lot more than he showed just now, or up to now, I should say. And he's got a wee bit of magic in his feet. He gets into good positions to score. So let's hope he can go on the score sheet. I'd also like to see Candeias come off the wing and get into the box as well and leave room for if Grezda and Candeias can do that, get into the box and leave room for your Barisic and Tav to swing in balls for the outside. Sometimes we clog up the wings ourselves, so give them the space today to get room balls into the box and see if we can create good chances and tuck them away.
Another thing, Fox, just what you're saying there with Grezda and Candeias. Give them license to take players on to try and create that space, because I think when you see the bits that I have seen at Grezda, he's got quick feet, and if you can get him taking a couple of players on to open up the space for somebody else, that would help. And I think Candeias can do that as well. He can go by players. So ask him, tell him to take players on. We're prepared for him to lose the ball every now and again, if doing that. But at least try it, because if they do it, it opens up that space for the likes of Arfield running through or somebody else running through. And that might be the thing that just gives us this breakthrough. We need to break this frigging 10-man defence where we just seem devoid of ideas and passing the ball backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards.
I think we're missing opportunities here and all. You're talking like that, we're not even drawing free kicks. If we're playing consistently against teams that play 10 men behind the ball, we should at least be winning free kicks in dangerous areas for me, mate.
And I think you're right. I think you're right there, True Blue. But I think that's more a symptom as not giving players the opportunity to tackle as be taking them on. I think the likes of Grezda can beat a player. I think Middleton, for example, he's a runner. He's a run by the player, pass the ball and run type of player. Now he can dribble as well. He's got the speed to do that, but he doesn't do it. Whereas I think Grezda, when I've seen he's got they quick feet. He'd get you loads of free kicks if he was getting a license and take players on to make space for other people, rather than just get the ball and pass. There's a time for passing, but I think we need a couple. And Arfield running into the box, getting the passes through then, or somebody running into the box. But to create the space, you need folk to take players on. That's how Laudrup and Gascoigne and that were really good, because they drew 2 and 3 players and made the space for other players.
But they again had the class, mate. They had the class that if they beat the man, or couldn't they beat the man, they were at least getting a free kick out of it. They knew what they were doing. But
they drew the players in. They drew the players in through and they got a free kick. You're right.
Aye. But see, the thing with Grezda, I don't know for being unfair on the guy, we should bear in mind, this team's 6-month-old, guys. We've barely played the same team 2 games in a row. We've got a new manager who's only been in post. It's a full new regime, and Grezda's had even a shorter part in that to play. I think he'll come good. I hope it's the day. Hope it's sooner rather than later, obviously. But I think we tend to forget that, Foxy.
Yes, we do, mate. It's just been unfortunate. He has took so long to get fit. As people have said before me on the panel, he's rated abroad as a very good player, but hasn't really showed his class at Ibrox yet. Maybe this could be the kick-off for him. I'm looking at our subs, mate. If we're struggling for goals, we've got to depend on 2 very young boys. Middleton's 18. I'm not sure what age Andy Dallas is. I take it he's roughly the same age as well. And that's what we've got to look to if we have to add some fresh bodies. If it's a 10-man defence and we don't need Ross McCrory, I would suggest if we're pushing, looking for a goal, taking him off and bringing Andy Halliday on, who for me has done all right in the middle of the park. Andy Halliday, when he's played there, he's done reasonably well as in the full-back position. But I think Andy Halliday, the one thing he has got in his game is he's no scared to shoot. And that's what I like about Andy Halliday when he's playing in the midfield. So hopefully, like say, if we do have to change it, and we're not getting much joy out the midfield, it'd be McCrory off, although I like McCrory, I don't know if we really need a defensive midfielder against Hamilton today, but let's wait and see.
Let's maybe counter-rate the breakaway stuff. But Jimmy, the 6-month thing I mentioned for you, do you think that's a point we tend to forget?
I think so, aye. Let's see, I don't know what guys are saying on the lobby and that, but there's quite a few saying that there's Andy Dallas, the boy Dallas, should be playing the day before Lafferty. And I would maybe go along with that. Guys, I'm going to have to cut off here as Doug's doing my nut in.
Well, if anybody else wants to come and join us, the number's 0141 356 1972, or you can join us on Skype at rangersradio.online.
True, I'd take a wee bit of a different view for you in that. We've had 6 months. I'm happy where we are. I think we've progressed well, in Europe especially, and I always treated Europe as being an additional extra. The league's the thing for me. I think where we are in the league, I think we're doing exceptionally well. I think we're where Rangers supporters expect to be, but reality, getting the team to gel. We've made too many changes in the past, I think, at different times, and some players we've stuck with that weren't in form. I mean, Koulibaly was great at the start, he got injured, and he's been playing now 5-6 games, and he just hasn't. I'd find out what's wrong with him. But I like to say Grezda, we need to give players. It's difficult if they're not playing well, or they're not getting a lot of time, or they're not fit to let them play. But I think we've had, how many games have we played? 20-25 games, and half of them in Europe. And we've been playing for July. So there shouldn't be any they're a new team and all that. I think they should have been gelled by now, the amount of training they do together and everything else. So I think that is a reason for us not playing well. Isn't as valid as it was 3 months ago. And I think the fact that we're making a lot of changes every time, I think for me that's a worry. It's a worry for me because we're not going to settle a stable team, particularly in our midfield. Our 2 middle defenders. So I think there are a bit of ifs and buts there. Generally, I think we're progressing well. what we can say there, we've got the makings of a really good team. We've got the basis of a really good team there. And I think that gelling together and getting the likes of, if Grezda is as good as they say he is, getting him into form, getting Arfield playing off him if they're making space, you know, they're the types of things that they're going to win as a league if everything starts to work. And I think that's where the likes of Gerrard and his team need to bring their experience to bear, particularly with the younger players. And they should see they've played with players like mercurial players like Middleton and in Kent to an extent as well, where they're great one game and the next game they're off. So they know these things and they should see the signs. So they should be picking the teams that give you the shape that they're looking for. And I think to be honest, I think Steven Gerrard's made a couple of errors in his team selections at times, but he's learning as well. So I think that the basis is there. I think we've been punching above our weight in Europe. I think we've been punching just below our weight in the league with some teams. But just sometimes I get that rug pulled for your feet. It just makes us despair at times as to can we burst through that and get that bottle. You need that iron, that steel that you need to take you forward.
Aye, well said, Cairo, but I've been joined by a caller on the phone. Afternoon, caller. Welcome to the show.
Hi, good morning to Denver, Colorado, gentlemen.
Hello, Denver. Hi. How are you doing?
How are we doing, guys? I've
Aye,
not
good.
seen the team yet. What's your team?
Fox will fill you in with that one, mate. How are you this morning? How's your weather earlier?
Beautiful day. It's going to be 60 degrees a day. It's the weirdest time in Colorado, and now we're not getting any snow. We've not had any snow for a couple of weeks, so it's kind of strange, but I'll come back to Boots right in the balls shortly.
Well, I'll give you the team, mate. It's McGregor in goal. Back four of Tav, Goldson, McCauley and Barisic. A middle three of McCrory, Jack and Arfield. And up front we've got Candias, Lafferty and Grezda, mate.
Aye. You know, the only one I'm not happy there is that McCauley. I don't rate that boy at all. I don't see what he brings to the team. I know he's experienced and all that, but I just don't see it myself, you know.
Aye, fair enough. But we've been joined by Ozzy Bear as well. Afternoon, Ozzy. Morning to you. You there, Ozzy?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yep, can hear you now, mate. 2 o'clock in the morning kick-off for you.
Aye. The things we do.
I know, mate, I know. What's your thoughts today?
I'm pretty happy with the team that's been put out. I mean, we've got what? Big Alfie is suspended.
Yep.
Kent's injured with his hammy again. Ovi's gone back to Liverpool, which is not really that surprising. So yeah, pretty happy with that.
Is that a Carantine accent you've got with that wee hesitation in your voice, Ozzy?
What's that?
Is that a Carantine accent you've got with that wee hesitation you've got in your voice?
You still there, Denver?
True Blue will translate for you.
I still hear True Blue, still hear me.
Who do you see it, mate? You see it an attacking game of the for the Rangers anyway. It should be at Ibrox, mate.
Has to be. I know. I can't remember the name of that Skeletor bastard that plays for them. That wee prick that was winding up Morelos the last time, you know.
Emery.
Oh,
aye, McKinnon. McKinnon or Emery.
Aye. McKinnon is that wee arse, you know. Keep your eye out for him today, you know. But aye, we should get him, but you know it's going to be back to the wall against that mob, you know. They're dreadful. They're absolutely dreadful. I'm happy where the Rangers are now, you know. I mean, unfortunately we've been hampered by injuries and suspensions and all that, so you know it's not that great. But you know we've not managed to get a settled team. I just wish they would get that back four settled, you know.
MD else got a problem with the defence?
No, that's the problem.
You're happy with the defence in Cairo?
No, I'm not. I'm saying that's what you said. It was a double negative you said there. So That's the problem we've got. Nobody's happy.
What's a double negative?
I'm happy with Goldson and Macaulay. I think they're the best two at the moment. Hodden doing that. They bears bit of experience, and Goldson's learning quickly. I feel sorry for Katic myself, but I'd rather have Katic.
What's up with him, Fox? Do we know?
I think he's just lost a bit of confidence. I don't know what's the matter with the boy, but the backroom staff will get him back on an even keel. Maybe the break coming up will suit players like Katic to maybe get a wee bit more training into them. I don't know if we're going to go away during the break, but maybe get these boys back on track. Them it's kind of dropped it. And I hope he does come back because he's young and he's our player. And it's up to people like Macaulay to teach him the finer arts of defending. And I think that could be good going forward for us. I'm really pleased to see Barisic back. I think he'll offer us a lot more than anybody else that's played in that position. So the back four, I think that would be everybody's pick for the back four at this present time. Tav, Golson, Macaulay and Barisic. Quite pleased with that myself.
I think Katic as well, Fox, is dropping, further and further down the pecking order, mate. And I was interested that Stephen Gerrard said in one of the interviews this morning, 2 or 3 signings, he's not getting out them what he thinks it should be. And I'm wondering if Katic is falling into that category, Cairo.
Well, I don't know what's wrong with him. He's had our full defences. Everybody's made mistakes at times. I mean, the European ties, some of the blunders were really, you don't give them any chance. They were dreadful. Yeah, I mean, Bridgman must have been burling about in his seat. He must have been having palpitations. But I think we've changed it a lot now. The amount of changes we make, I know that for a while I thought Gerrard was going to go to a back three. And I thought that's what he was maybe going to be trying, and maybe that's why he was trying them out to get them all match fit and then going to try them out. But it doesn't seem to have done that. So I'd like to see a back four that's established, if you like, and that's our back four. And every now and again bring in another player to try them out if somebody needs a break or they need a rest or whatever it is. Whether it's Macaulay and Goldstein or whoever in Goldstein, I don't know. I think Goldstein's got to be there. Yeah, but certainly Katic seems to have. He seems to have
fell out the picture a bit, Cairo.
Aye, he has.
But listen, we're about time up, mate. We've got to go and get tuned into the game now. Do you want a quick prediction, Cairo?
I've still predicting Rangers results. I'll just say we'll win. We should win handsomely.
Scotty?
1-0 will do me.
Okay, pal, Denver?
1-0. I can't see many goals today.
What about yourself, Fox?
4-0.
6-0. But listen, guys, I'd like to thank you all for calling in. I'd like to thank all the listeners on YouTube, on what's that other thing, Fox? FaceTime or something?
Facebook. Yeah.
All the usual bears in the lobby. We'll be back on 15 minutes after the final whistle, so come on the Rangers.
Yes.
Let's go Rangers.
A lifetime of promises and a world You sent